As someone who's been using NordVPN for over 6 years, let me tell you, it's not perfect. In this complete review, I'm going to answer the most searched questions about NordVPN and share my honest thoughts on their features and pricing. And don't worry, I won't leave anything out. I'll tell you exactly what I don't like about NordVPN, so you can decide if it's a deal breaker for you. Let's start with the basics. What does NordVPN actually do? Like all VPNs, NordVPN encrypts your internet traffic and routes it through secure servers. So your internet service provider, hackers, or anyone snooping on public Wi-Fi can't see what you're doing online. But unlike most other VPN providers, Nord has over 7,000 servers across 118 countries. They actually stopped displaying the exact server count recently because it's always changing, which annoyed some people. But it hasn't affected the performance at all, so it's not a big deal. What I really like is that NordVPN sorts servers by type, so you can switch depending on what you're doing. You can use their regular servers for browsing and streaming, like unlocking content from another country's Netflix. You can switch to their P2P optimized servers for torrenting, or even use a double VPN server that routes your traffic through 2 locations instead of 1 for extra security. There's also Over VPN, which integrates Tor nodes for maximum privacy. I don't use this one because it's super slow, but I did use it the first time I entered the deep web. If you're in a country with heavy internet surveillance, Over VPN is definitely great to have. And then there are obfuscated servers that hide the fact you're even using a VPN in the first place. This all sounds good in theory, but is NordVPN actually safe out in the real world? And how do you know they aren't selling your data? So here's the thing. NordVPN uses modern AES 256 encryption, which basically turns your connection into an unsolvable scramble. They also created their own tunneling protocol called NordLynx, which is built on WireGuard but optimized to be even faster. In fact, NordLynx is what makes NordVPN the fastest VPN on the market right now. Sometimes it's faster than browsing without one. For privacy, they have a strict no-logs policy that's been independently audited 4 times by companies that know their stuff. They're based in Panama, which is outside of intelligence sharing alliances and has privacy-friendly laws. And all their servers run on RAM only, meaning everything gets wiped clean with every reboot. Your data literally can't be stored. They also added post-quantum encryption in May 2025, which basically future-proofs them against hacking attempts. Look, unlike free VPNs, NordVPN pulls in hundreds of millions of dollars. Their reputation really matters to them, and I'm not exaggerating. They are one of the most well-known VPN providers in the world. The whole VPN industry is built on trust, and the second any company gets caught selling data, they're finished. Now let me tell you about the feature that changed everything, Threat Protection Pro. It's a complete online security tool. Threat Protection Pro started as a simple ad block, but now it's so much more. Sure, it blocks ads, trackers, and pop-ups, but lots of other tools can do that too. Where Nord truly shines is in the fact that it can even detect malware as you download files. I use this constantly. It can also stop you from visiting websites that host malware and recognize scam sites before you even click. Independent security labs like AV-Test found it catches phishing with 78.1% accuracy, which beat every other VPN. It uses AI and a huge threat database to identify scams in real time. What I love about this is that it doesn't even require a VPN connection to work. You can use it on its own. The only downside? The full version with real-time malware scanning is only available on desktop. Mobile gets a lighter version. But how good is NordVPN for streaming and torrenting? For streaming, it's flawless. No buffering issues at all. NordVPN has a feature called Smart Play built in that picks the best server for Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, you name it. I've been using it to access different Netflix libraries for years, like watching US Netflix from Canada or Japanese Netflix in Europe. For torrenting, NordVPN has P2P optimized servers. The app auto-detects when you're torrenting and switches you over. The one thing it doesn't have is port forwarding. If that's a must-have, Proton VPN is probably a better choice for you. Now let me cover some features you might not know about. There are a few other features worth mentioning. Dark Web Monitor continuously scans the dark web for your leaked data and alerts you immediately if your email or passwords show up in a breach. I set this up once and honestly forgot about it until it actually caught something. pretty useful. Dark Web Monitor continuously scans for your leaked data and alerts you immediately if your passwords show up. Then there's MeshNet, which lets you create a private network for file sharing or even remote LAN parties. It's completely free. And if you're on Android in the US, UK, or Canada, there's scam call protection that alerts you to potential scam calls. You know how some annoying VPNs limit you to only 1 or 2 devices? You can use Nord on pretty much anything. Windows, Mac, iPhone, Android, smart TVs, even routers. You get 10 connections. The only platform I don't recommend it for is Linux. Also, it logs me out pretty often, which is slightly annoying. Here are a few other things I don't like about NordVPN. First, it logs me out pretty often. I get that it's probably for security reasons, but it's still annoying to have to sign back in constantly. To make this a bit easier, I recommend using a password manager to organize your login info. Second, not all servers support torrenting, even though the P2P server list is way more extensive than it used to be. And like I mentioned, there's no port forwarding. But in terms of pricing, NordVPN has one of the best pricing plans on the market. Mind you, it's not the cheapest VPN out there. There are tons of free VPNs that are happy to sell your data. In terms of pricing, NordVPN has one of the best plans. It's not the cheapest, but it's definitely not the most expensive. There are 4 plans: Basic, Plus, Complete, and Ultra. I'd recommend the Plus plan for most people. The basic plan is just the VPN. No Threat Protection Pro, no password manager, no extras. It's cheap, but you're missing out on what makes NordVPN special. The Plus plan adds Threat Protection Pro and also NordPass, which is their custom password manager. I use this to save all my passwords so I don't have to reuse the same password on every website, but at the same time, I can still log in fast using NordPass's autofill feature. This is the plan I'd recommend for most people. The complete plan includes everything in standard plus the Dark Web Monitor Pro, scam call protection, and 1 terabyte of encrypted cloud storage. To be honest, you probably don't need this. But if you're a freelancer handling client files, a content creator with tons of footage and projects, or someone who just has a lot of sensitive documents you want to keep secure and accessible from anywhere, the extra storage and password manager might actually be worth it. The Ultra plan adds their personal data removal tool. You probably don't need this, and I don't think it's worth paying extra unless you've been getting bombarded with spam emails and calls from companies who stored your data. I'd recommend avoiding monthly plans. The 1 or 2 year subscriptions can cut your monthly cost by up to 73%. Remember, NordVPN has a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked, so you can test it risk-free. So you can use it for a full month on any device you want, or even multiple devices at the same time. And if you don't like it for any reason, just cancel and get a complete refund without having to explain yourself. Most people don't know this, but if you want to save even more money, NordVPN has a referral program where both you and your friend get free subscription time every time you refer someone. This is repeatable unlimited times. If you refer 12 friends, you'll get 24 months free for both of you. So is NordVPN the best all-around VPN in 2026? After using it for 6 years, I would say yes, for most people it is. Most people don't need anything fancy from a VPN. They just want something affordable that keeps them safe, unblocks the content they want to watch, and doesn't kill their internet speed. NordVPN delivers on all of it. Nord's been around long enough to work out the annoying bugs and quirks that newer VPNs still deal with. If you've ever used NordVPN before, you know what I'm talking about. It just works really smoothly. I'm not saying it's perfect. The auto logout is annoying and there's no port forwarding. It's also not great if you're on Linux. But at this point, I feel like I'm just nitpicking. Those are minor complaints compared to what you're getting. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.